Welcome to week 2 of the NFL preseason, and ahead of week 1's game, I did put out a preview of the Patriots versus the Panthers. That video graciously got 502 likes. But now my challenge to you guys is let week 2 be better than week 1. Go on ahead, hit that like button for me, and let's just blow our own record out of the water. What's going on, Patriots fans? Welcome to Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Allie Barefoot, and tonight we will have New England taking on Philadelphia in Gillette Stadium. First things first, we will be live later tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, going live a whole hour before the game. If you guys want to have some drinks, you want to go to a tailgate, go on ahead, join our stream tonight. I promise you are not going to regret it. We had over 40,000 viewers in week 1. Let's see if we can go on ahead and double that tonight. But in today's video, I want to tell you guys my top 4 players/positions that I am really going to be harping on going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. A much tougher test than the second and third strings of the Carolina Panthers. Not to mention, we just played them in a joint practice the other day, and quite frankly, it was ugly for the Patriots offense. So I'm not going to talk about the Patriots offense to start this show off. I want to talk about the Patriots defense because I think they are just absolutely stellar and a bright spot going up against a very tough Philadelphia Eagles offense tomorrow. So the first player that comes to my mind is Oshane Ximines. Yes, he is going to be possibly a third string for the New England Patriots, but from what I've seen so far from Oshane is that he is not giving up to try and make this 53-man roster. But it is a little bit tough going up against week 1 when you knew you played only 4 starters in total for the Carolina Panthers, who are also one of the worst teams in the league. So the reason why I want to see if Ximines is really legit is because this is a tough defense to crack. So when I look at what he did against Carolina Panthers, nothing too flashy, but in terms of how many reps he got in the biggest plays on defense, he did actually have a very good game. 4 total tackles, 2 quarterback hits, 1 sack, and 1 tackle for loss. He was headhunting. He was quick off the offensive line. He knew where he was supposed to be when it came to filling the gaps. But I want to see if this is actually legit or if this is just Ximines going up against a maybe not so hot offense when it came to the Carolina Panthers. He almost had a sack in the joint practice against the Philadelphia Eagles, so it's giving me a little bit of hope that tonight, he could end up shining. But overall, the reason why I'm watching Ximines is because you've got people like Jerod Jennings. You've got a long list of defensive menaces, so I need to see if Ximines is legit. That's it. Because we knew he wasn't a superstar for the New York Giants, but can he be a superstar in New England? Not to mention, Ximines may have an opportunity to move around a little bit on defense because the one thing I love about Oshane is that he's really good in the pass rush. I think he is very mobile. But with Christian Barmore out, knowing he was a bright spot in the pass rush last year when Matthew Judon was not playing, that's why I think Ximines is going to have an opportunity in this timetable to make the 53-man roster, knowing that if you can excel on the one thing the Patriots defense is lacking right now because of Barmore being out, that's huge for a player trying to find his spot. But I got to talk about the offense. I know. But the good news is I'm going to talk about Drake Maye. I think we may see maybe a series again of Jacoby Brissett. I highly doubt, more like I pray, we do not see Bailey Zappi for 2 quarters again. But I really want to see Drake Maye and a little bit of Joe Milton towards the second half of the ball game. The good news is Jerod Mayo pretty much all but confirmed it. Maye is going to play a lot more. He only played 1 series going up against the Carolina Panthers, and we did get to see Maye work out against the Philadelphia Eagles defense in their joint practice. But here's what Jerod Mayo had to say about Drake Maye. Even though he only played 1 series against the Panthers, he said, I would also say when he wasn't in the game, he was still listening to the call, still taking those mental reps, which are very important. I always talk to all the players, if you're not in there, you should be getting mental reps and going through the checks in your head, and he definitely did that. We know Drake Maye is brilliant. Drake Maye comes from a family of athletes. Drake Maye went to a top school in North Carolina. But I'm not worried about his mentality on the field. I'm worried about the physical stuff. He is going to get rocked with our offensive line. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Unless the offensive line magically learned how to defend overnight and learn how to block, then I'm worried about Drake Maye playing an entire 4 quarters in a preseason game and getting injured And now you have Jacoby Brissett as your lone man, and maybe Joe Milton moves up into quarterback too. Obviously, I'm thinking way far ahead, but from what I saw in the joint practice, it's not looking good for Drake Maye. Hell, if anything, I would put one of those squishy caps on my helmet and really protect Drake Maye. Why? Because the Eagles tacked on 10+ sacks in the joint practice. And I get it. It's just practice. But 10+? Are you kidding me? I mean, did the offense just pat down their guys and move on like TSA? How the hell do you let them get by you 10+ times and touch your quarterback? So that's why I'm watching Drake Maye tomorrow. It's not going to be pretty. And if you guys are also concerned about the safety of your quarterbacks, how concerned are you about the Patriots' offensive line? Go on ahead and scale that 1 through 10. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Mine's a 10, if you guys could not tell. But in case you guys do want to rep some players on the New England Patriots this season, go on ahead and do one thing for me. Go to chatsports.com/Patriots jerseys, and they've got a wide range of Patriots jerseys right now under $100 on sale, 25% off. You can get players like the new rookie Javon Baker, Matthew Judon, Jabril Peppers, Drake Maye. All you guys have to do to get your freshest gear. And if you guys were at my watch party last week against the Panthers, I was rocking this nice, crisp, fresh, clean, number 10 Drake Maye jersey. No duct tape on the name. No Mac Jones around here. So if you guys want to go ahead and get your jerseys on sale right now, go to chatsports.com/Patriots jerseys, and that's going to get you 25% off a wide range of jerseys. You pick your favorite player. All right, let's move on to more of the positional groupings here. I'm going to be looking at the receiver reps. I was very intrigued as to what receivers and how many reps they got in week 1 going against the Panthers, but there are 12 receivers on this 90-man roster right now, so not everybody is going to get a fair share. But it was pretty clear who's in the running to make top 5 or 6 for the 53-man roster. Obviously, Polk, Demario Douglas, Javon Baker, Kayshon Boutte saying, I'm not done yet. He was phenomenal. 3 receptions, 53 yards. Then you've got Jennings and Hasty, 2 running backs who were more than likely your top receivers. There was a little bit of rain in the first half of the ball games. That's why they may have gone to wheel routes and jet sweeps. But Javon Baker, Polk, and Boutte obviously are top contenders here in the preseason to show off their skills. But it's even more solidified that Polk and Douglas, in my eyes, are the only 2 for sure wide receivers that the Patriots are going to rely on heavily in this season. I think Jalen Polk is your 3-level scoring threat. I think Pop Douglas fills the inside wide receiver role, and I think they're going to dominate with the 1s and 2s. But in this preseason game, I would like to see more KJ Osborne, the Minnesota Vikings wide receiver that came to New England in the offseason, more Tyquan Thornton, and of course some Jalen Reagor. Reagor I did see get a couple of targets in the game against the Panthers, but a couple of drop passes, missed throws, mainly coming from Bailey Zappi, so don't be coming at me about those rookies. And then of course Thornton, who was blowing up in training camp, I would like to see him be a target a little bit more, and with KJ Osborne, more so, I want to see what the Patriots have in outside receivers. But coming up, my last one, my top player to watch, I'm going to be looking at the cornerback depth. I personally think the cornerback battle is just as exciting as the quarterback battle is for the Patriots. When you look at their depth chart, you've got over 30-year-old Jonathan Jones. You've got 22-year-old Christian Gonzalez. You got Marcus Jones, 25 years old, in there as well. But you've got multiple players in here vying for that spot for CB1 and your nickel. Of course, you've got Alex Austin, Marcellus Dial, Isaiah Bolden, who I want to talk about here because Isaiah Bolden's frame is becoming one of my favorite attributes in the secondary. I think if he can showcase himself going against the second and third strings of the Philadelphia Eagles, once again, a very high offense in the NFL, Bolden, if he has a good game, I could see him moving up in this depth chart very, very soon. He's been very close on numerous plays in training camp, but I need to see him in real time. Not to mention, Marcellus Dial, the lone Patriots defensive draftee in 2024. I'm still not sure what his role is in this secondary, if they're going to keep him on the 53-man roster, if they're going to sign him to the practice squad. I would like to see a little bit more from Dial. Just show me why you needed to take a defensive player and why you decided to take Marcellus Dial. I feel like I haven't gotten to see him in full force a little bit in the Panthers game, but I want to see more here coming up with the Philadelphia Eagles. So with that being said, those are my top 4 things I'm going to watch tonight. If you guys want to go ahead and comment down below, which players are you watching versus the Philadelphia Eagles? Let me know in the comment section below. There are no wrong answers. And tonight, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we will be live. Patriots versus Eagles. Go on ahead, help us join that. Hit that thumbs up if you guys are going to be here tonight with me a little bit later.